Hi, you guys. I wasn't even going to make a video because I didn't really have anything too new to talk about. But you all know what's going on in America. In America, jeez, oh my gosh, it's gone beyond. It's gone beyond protesting for um, justice for George Floyd's death. It's gone beyond that, and sorry, I'm trying to gather my thoughts because I'm still I'm still raging after what I have come across on social media, and I'm trying to calm myself down. I'm trying to calm myself down, but what did happen to George Floyd was indeed very wrong, and I'm glad that that officer is behind bars, and I hope he stays there for a very long time. I hope the officers who were standing around just watching him, watching Mr. Floyd suffocate and die, I hope that they will join their fellow police officer in jail, and because they're witnesses to that, they didn't bother to jump in and help. But anyways, with that being said, is this light? The lighting in my dining room sucks really bad, you guys. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. All right. Whatever. Okay. But and there's a lot of insanity going on here in Dallas. Like, that's why we're in a curfew. We have a curfew in Dallas, thanks to the animals that who can't act like normal human beings. I mean, like, where was it going? Oh, like they have we had any fire? I don't think we've had any fires. Supposedly, the Dallas Children's Hospital was set on fire. That was a lie. But we have had a lot of stores vandalized in Dallas. They've even closed like the Dallas Galleria Mall. They've closed the North Park Mall because they're afraid of the riots and looters. Other like stores have been looted and broken into, and this one guy, he's a store owner here in Dallas, and he put his life savings into the store, and morons came and destroyed his store. And I saw the video of him, and he was like crying. He's like, why did they do this? What are they doing? This isn't helping the cause any. And it broke my heart because it's just like, there goes this man's life savings. I just, oh my gosh. And so today on Facebook, I'm sorry, I'm looking at my phone because I'm waiting to, okay, never mind, I was waiting for a message. But I came across a, someone else had posted pictures of the the Arlington National Cemetery, where all the veterans are laid to rest there, or they're honored there, and the I think it's like the World War II Memorial, and then something else, and it was vandalized. You guys, like, people took those white crosses that are in the grass, picked them up, and broke them in half, and stepped on them or whatever, and they tagged like the wall that has like the names listed of all the veterans who fought for our freedom and stuff. It was tagged. There was like a stone or something, a memorial stone, honoring a soldier, obviously. It's like someone took a jackhammer to it and cracked it, and there was like all these like pieces everywhere, and I'm just like, as a veteran, that pisses me off. Okay, there is a special place in hell for the people who did that. Oh no. Oh my gosh. I mean, like, I'm raging. Like, seriously, I'm raging. I'm like really, really, really mad because those people who did that, those morons who did that, those veterans, they died so that those animals could do that. Those animals can go and do that. Shame on them. I'm honestly, I'm not kidding. I'm America sickens me. It sickens me. I'll be happy to move back to Germany. I really would. If I had the money, I would be like, you know what? I'm gonna take a a leave of absence of America and go back and live in Germany because what is wrong with you, America? Like, what is wrong with you? Why are you acting this way? Do you think it's okay to like steal stuff that's not yours and set fire to buildings? People in like housing units, where are they gonna go now? You made them homeless because you wanted to like, I don't know, make a statement or whatever. You know, now they're homeless because of you. Good going. Pat yourself on the back. I'm just so I mean, I've gotten a little bit calmer. You know, usually I listen to Steve Perry and his voice has that calming effect on me, and I probably listen to like 12 or 13 songs just to calm me down, bring my blood pressure down, and it wasn't working. And I was just like, that's weird, because it's worked in the past. I mean, so I moved on to the next best thing, which was the music from Steve Augeri, and it helped. It helped. I think I listened to maybe 4 songs, and after the fourth song, I was like, ah, I feel better. But anyway, but yes, man, we like I recently came across on Twitter actually a police officer was shot in the head. Now you know what? Oh gosh, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it because here in where I'm at in my community, we actually have really good police officers. They've been the 12 years that me and my husband have lived here. They've always come to our side. Like if our stupid car, it would die in the road sometimes for whatever reason, and a cop would come and just like assist us. Or I remember one time I was driving the car alone and I ended up with a flat tire. So I pulled into a parking lot and a cop comes over. He was like, hey, you need help? I was like, sure. I mean, I could change a tire. I know how to change a tire, you know. But he's like, here, let me do that for you. And I was like, oh, thank you. So he was really kind. And we ended up just chatting. And then recently, a couple weeks ago, I was driving down. I just got back from taking my husband to work. And I was driving down the road. And something flew out of this. It happened so fast. Something flew out of this pickup truck that was in front of me, and I couldn't swerve to the left or right because there was cars on both sides of me. So I had to like literally had to drive through it, right? And I heard I'm like, oh my gosh, what was that? I don't even know what that was. And so I pulled over and I put my 4-ways on and I got out and I was like, what is that? Well, it was a whole bunch of like cardboard boxes or something, like large cardboard boxes, and they were all tangled up under my undercarriage. And I'm like, how am I going to get this out? I'm sitting there like tugging and pulling and it wasn't going anywhere. And I was like, aye. And so a cop comes up on his motorcycle because he sees what I'm doing. He's like, you need some help? I was like, yes, please. and so together we undo all that crap that got underneath my car. And he just threw it to the side in the grass. And I'm like, dude, you're littering. He's like, well, what do you want me to do with it? I'm like, here, put it in my trunk. I'll get it recycled later. He just looks at me. So, but you know, I mean, the cops we have here are really good. And sometimes I remember also one time that they actually pulled me over, right? And they were like, hey, did you know that you have a tail light out? And I'm like, oh, no, I guess I didn't know that. He's like, well, you wouldn't because obviously, you know, you're driving, but I just want to let you know you have a tail light out and to get that fixed as soon as you can. I'm like, okay. So that was kind of cool, you know. But anyway, and I know there are some cops out there who, I'm not going to call them bad cops, but some cops that have egos, you know, the size of Texas, and they need to be retaught or retrained or reprimanded or whatever. But there are some good cops out there, you know. And anyway, this guy, you know, when I read about this cop who got shot in the head, my first thought was like, that's somebody's son. He's probably a husband and father. And so it's like, so this guy, it's like, you murdered this guy who, you know, wasn't, I don't know. I'm done. I honestly cannot I can't handle anymore. And I know a lot of people, some friends are like, oh, just, don't watch the news. I don't watch the news. But I see everything on social media. That's all everybody talks about. And I've kind of pulled back from social media because I'm like, oh my gosh. And there's a lot of arguments, and I just, no, it's not good. It's not good. But, sorry. But, yeah, you guys, this is crazy. And then also, I saw some articles, even like my cousin, I have a cousin who lives in Chicago, and there's talk about these rioters or whatever they want to be called. They're talking about leaving the city and going into the suburbs, breaking into people's houses. What? Oh, heck no. I told my husband, I was like, we need a gun. We need a gun. The only reason we don't have one is because of our mental health, But I was like, we need a gun. We have to get one and protect our house. So, but I'm. What is wrong with us Americans? I'm done. I got to stop this video.